Hi, this is Billie Beene here with a U.S. News Flash Update. Today's date, September 12, 2024, time about 1 p.m. in Texas, U.S. episode 229. So some of the things we'll be covering. A new tropical storm, earth tilt, shut your mouth, and Arizona. Vote Republican. So some of my sources are God in the Bible, Patriot Subscriber, Space Weather, Suspicious Observer, Steve Coel's Aggregate Site, Wine Press, and End of the American Dream, Monkey WERX, Washington Post, CNN, USA Today, Dr. William Mount. Plus. So let's get started. From a Patriot Subscriber talking about the bill in Congress to continue funding the government and to include Save the Vote Act. And my Patriot Subscriber says, I heard a rumor. The House will send it to the Senate where it will be DOA. And we know the Senate is controlled by the Dems, so it'll be the Dems who are shutting down the government. I have another Patriot Subscriber, and she wants me to define what I mean when I say source. I know that some people refer to God as source. I do not. When I'm talking about God, I say God. When I say source, I'm talking about something I saw on the internet, heard on TV, read in a newspaper, a YouTube video, and so on. An independent news source. But I am not referring to God by that term. So thanks for asking. And now we'll get to this. We saw Francine come in as a Cat 2, or so far we believe it's a Cat 2. We'll have to wait until the official estimation of the strength of Francine comes out, just as we in Texas believed that that Beryl was coming in on our south coast at Matagorda Bay as a Category 1 or 2. Now we know it came in as a Category 5, and when it came in at Matagorda Bay, as we know now, a Cat 5 with sustained winds of 160 miles per hour, that storm parked in Matagorda County for 3 hours. Can we say weather warfare? I think so. And now we have Francine came in Louisiana near New Orleans, has moved up into Mississippi. Today it's a depression, winds 35 miles per hour, barometric pressure 996. Moving forward at 14 miles per hour, producing heavy rain, some flooding in some areas, some isolated tornadoes, also Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. In terms of space weather, today, September 12, we'll have a G1 tomorrow, a G2. The next day, September 14, a G1. Yesterday, we had multiple M flares coming off the sun, and this morning we had an X. Now, Ben Davidson with Suspicious Observers brings out this interesting information that I had read about yesterday, and that is 2 areas of the Earth up in the atmosphere, plasma bubbles forming. They've been detected and verified by Chinese meteorologists. And Ben Davidson is bringing this out. They're coming where they are on the Earth is the Pacific Ocean. So they're up in the atmosphere above the Pacific Ocean. Also in Egypt, right above the Giza pyramids. Now, this is new information to me. Ben says these plasma bubbles up in the atmosphere also mark the axis of the Earth tilt. And Earth tilt is something I've been covering recently. So that's going on. And now we have this. We have some more tropical systems right past Cuba, out on the Atlantic. The first one, 20 and 20. 20% chance of development in the next 48 hours. 20% chance of development in the next 7 days. The next one, 0 and 0. Now the third one, that's the one that was juiced up by the weather warfare by the German military, verified by WERX. I put that out yesterday. Is already a tropical depression, number 7. Winds of 35 miles per hour, barometric 1007, moving forward at 17 miles per hour. And this storm has a 100% chance of strengthening. And by tomorrow, it will go from a tropical depression to a tropical storm. The minimum wind speed for a tropical storm classification is 39 miles per hour. So this storm and the models they're putting out are showing it moving forward, possibly aiming at Florida or the East Coast. So that's going on. Definitely another storm. And then we have this from USA Today. Yeah, Francine came in as a Cat 2. Currently in Louisiana, we have 500,000 people without power. And it's in Mississippi today, early Thursday. Flooding took place in New Orleans. So that's going on. Now, Steve Quayle's aggregate site and the source, Wine Press. Shut your mouth. This is Big Brother. DARPA, a part of the U.S. government, allegedly, Defense Department, gave a contract to Lockheed Martin to develop an AI spy software with the objective to screen all of the speech of American citizens. I can see this on the internet. My perception is also they could also use it to screen speech on your cell phone, as is being done now in the UK, where UK citizens are being locked up for any speech the UK government doesn't like. And we have the US government giving a contract to produce an AI spy software to screen the speech of American citizens and to censor American citizens in terms of what the government categorizes as misinformation or propaganda. Big Brother, bold and out there in your face. So, I'm getting that the U.S. government would like to say to the American citizens, shut your mouth. And my response is an old Southern saying, kiss my grits. So that's going on. And now we have this. From CNN, we still have an active, no, this is a new shooter. We still have an active shooter up in the Kentucky area, a 32-year-old couch I haven't been able to find much information about him, but we definitely have this manhunt still going on in Kentucky. And the number of, he was shooting people around London, Kentucky on the freeway going southbound and northbound on I-75. The number of cars and vehicles he hit is now up to 12. He actually injured 5 people, praise the Lord. They were all like minimal injuries. Then he went out, still armed, with an AR-15 into very rugged terrain, and they're still looking for him. So that's going on. But now we have in Colorado, we've been hearing near Denver, Colorado, we've been hearing about the Venezuelan gangs taking over apartment complexes in a suburb of Denver, Aurora. Now, this is taking place in another suburb of Denver called Broomfield. And there's an active shooter at an apartment complex. This just happened this morning. And is being at the Arista Flats apartment, being verified by the Broomfield police report. So that's going on. Can we say Venezuelan gang possible? Now, early this morning, about 7:30 a.m., in California, near Malibu, Anaheim, we had an earthquake, 4.7, at 11.4 kilometers deep. So that's going on. And now we have this. This is Springfield, Ohio. So Ohio, Springfield. This is where we're hearing the reports. Now, Springfield has a population of about 60,000. The JV show dumped 20,000 Haitians in this area. And we've been hearing they're eating cats and dogs and ducks and geese. And they killed a beloved swan in a lake that the people of Springfield, had enjoyed for many years. They killed the swan and ate it. And we're hearing, oh, it's fake. That's not really happening. Well, Dr. William Mount, former ambassador, has been to Haiti, and he says, yes, indeed, the Haitians do eat dogs and cats and other small critters. So that's going on. But we had an event that happened. So another report, end of the American Dream reports, Homeland Security. And they're investigating the Venezuelan gangs, Trenda Aragua, and it's believed that 330,000 of them came into the U.S. in 2023. And we've had in Florida, 2 are to receive death penalty. That was for home invasion, kidnapping, and murder of a former police officer. We had just yesterday in New York City, we had the Venezuelan gangs shoot 2 New York police officers. And in Denver, near Aurora, Colorado, where the Venezuelan gangs have taken over multiple apartment complexes. And it's coming out, and this is from Homeland Security, that in Denver and in Colorado, the Venezuelan gang, Trenda Aragua, have been given the green light by Maduro in Venezuela to kill U.S. law enforcement. So that's going on. And all these sources were having, oh, that's fake news, fake news. Well, hey, it isn't fake, but doesn't that demonstrate a position of a government that wants to control speech and say what is misinformation and what is propaganda? And in this case, with regard to the Venezuelan gangs, it appears that the U.S. government, and with regard to the Haitians killing and eating people's pets, oh, it's misinformation. But no, we're getting now that yes, that is true. But think what the future could be when Lockheed Martin makes this AI spy software to say to American citizens, shut your mouth when you are saying things that the government doesn't want you to say. And I say again, kiss my grits. And now we have this. President Trump is going to Arizona today. Now, many of us have seen the billboards put up by Chick-fil-A showing cows. And the cows are saying, eat more chicken. Well, a takeoff from that is alluding to the Haitians eating cats and dogs. So in Arizona, today, billboards go up and they say, eat less kittens, vote Republican. So with that note, I'll end my flash, and we say, remain strong, President Trump. We, the people, are backing you. And we definitely don't want that AI spy software. I love you, and I'll see you soon.